Hey guys, it's Hannah. So today's video is going to be my November wrap-up. Now November, I kind of strayed off of my TBR just with one book. I did not get to read Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I couldn't get into it. I tried to read it 2 times and I was not in the mindset to read that book. I know it's good. I was interested in the first few pages of it. I just could not finish it. I didn't want to. It's so sad. I think the reason is because I had gotten so many new books before and those books were on my mind, so that's what I did. I read one of my new books instead of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Don't kill me, but that's what I did. So let's get into the books that I read for this November. So the first book that I read in the month of November is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. This book was so good. I could not deal, I understand the hype behind this book. That's all I can say. It was amazing. I definitely give this 5 out of 5 stars, which is a trend this month because all of the books I read were completely amazing. I definitely picked really good books to read this month. If you do not know what this amazing book is about, it is basically about this girl and this boy. They both live in this empire. The girl's name is Leigh. I think that's how you say it. That's how I said in my head, so that's just what we're gonna go with. And the boy's name is Leigh. So basically Leia's brother gets captured and sent to prison for treason, and Leigh wants to basically get him out because she thinks that he was part of the resistance, so that's who she goes to kind of get him out. But the resistance has a plan for her. Basically, in order to save her brother, she must go into the Empire's training academy for their soldiers and basically be a slave for the head of this training academy. Now we go over to Elias. Elias is a soldier in this training academy to be a soldier, but he does not want to be. He does not want to be a soldier. He does not like the Empire. He doesn't like it. So he's planning on running, but events happen and he ends up not running, and Leigh and Elias's paths meet, and you'll have to read it to see how that goes because it is quite amazing. It is so good. So please just go rate it. 5 out of 5 stars. I could not wait to read the second book. The next book that I read in the month of November is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. Now I have tried to read this book in the past and I just couldn't read it because I was in a major reading slump, but I was finally able to get to it and read it, and it was so good. Now I do give this book 4.3 out of 5 stars just because basically it just wasn't as good as all the other books that I read this month, but it was still really good. This book is kind of strange to tell you about, so I'm going to try my best right now. So basically our main character is Illuminae, and she lives in this Grisha world. She is this common girl. She is not a Grisha at all. The Grishas are the ones that have powers and things like that. And basically she's going across this void where it's complete darkness and emptiness. So yeah, that's what she's going across whenever she discovers her powers there, because she's trying to save her best friend, and basically she is a Grisha that they didn't know about. So they take her to the capital and things happen, and she has to live life with now being this Grisha that she didn't know that she was, and she's quite a powerful one, so that's a whole other story behind that. So it was really good though. I am very excited for the next 2 books in this series and also the spin-off novel from this series. So really good. You should check it out if you haven't. The next book is something that came out a long time ago, but I am just finally getting to it, and that is Angelfall by Susan E. This book was so good. This book was a very good apocalyptic story, but the apocalyptic story isn't about zombies or anything like that. It's about angels that are coming to destroy the world. So you can see how that would be super interesting. This was a super quick read, mainly because it's like so tiny, but like it was a quick read because it was so action-packed and so good, and I love it. I desperately need the next 2 books, which are super cheap on Amazon, like $4 and $5, so that's probably the next 2 books that I will get just so I can finally finish this series because it is so good. So if you do not know what this book is about, it is basically about this main character. Her name is Penryn, and she has to deal with this apocalyptic world that she now lives in that basically happened by angels attacking the modern world. So yeah, but she actually teams up with one of these angels that the other angels are attacking, so they kind of have the same enemy, just a little bit, and she teams up with him to get her sister back because the angels actually took her sister. They team up, they try to get her sister back, and basically that's it, because I don't want to tell you anything else about the story and ruin it for you. But I definitely give this book 5 out of 5 stars. Like I said, it is a trend because the next book is also 5 out of 5 stars. But yeah, super good. Check it out. Yeah. Now we get to my most favorite read of the month. That is Illuminae by Kristoff and Amie Kaufman. Guys, this book was the bomb.com. Like, it was so good. This is one of my favorite reads of 2016, like hands down one of my favorites. It was so good. It was action packed. They had romance in it, which of course I am a fan of, but it literally had your heart racing throughout the entire book. I'm not even joking. It was so good, and I feel like I want to do a review about it because that's how much this book meant to me. Now, I am a major sci-fi lover, so maybe that has something to do with it, but this book was amazing. You need to check it out. Literally, if you have this book on your shelf and you have not read it yet, read it, because you will love it. I'm telling you, you will love it. And like, look at how they write. Okay, well, maybe not that one, but like, look at that. Amazing, amazing, amazing. You do not know what this book is about, I will tell you, and I will try not to go crazy about it because, yeah, this book was amazing. That's okay, let's get started into telling you what this book is. Basically, it is about Katie and Ezra. They are boyfriend and girlfriend, but they end up breaking up in the beginning of the book. That is not a secret. That is just the facts. So basically, the world that they're living on gets attacked by biotech, and they have to escape this planet. So basically, they escape on these ships, and a lot of stuff happens. Like, I don't know if I can tell you anything else about this because of how much stuff happens. So just know that their planet gets attacked, they escape on these ships, and a lot of things happen on these ships. Like, I'm talking about craziness. Like, you will be like, oh my god, every like 20 pages. I'm not lying. So please go read this book. It was completely amazing. I am in love with this book, and I'm definitely going to read Gemina really soon because, yeah. So that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. Tell me down below if you have read any of these books so that way I can like gush with you and talk to you about these books, because I need to talk to somebody about these books like now. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.